Barnaby and the Golden Hay. Deep in the heart of a sun-drenched valley sat a cozy farm. Among the many animals lived a dog named Barnaby. Barnaby was a small dog with a very big sense of ownership. He believed that if he found something first, it belonged to him forever, whether he needed it or not. One afternoon, after a long morning of chasing butterflies, Barnaby went looking for a place to nap. He wandered into the cool, quiet barn and spotted a large wooden manger. It was piled high with fresh, sweet-smelling golden hay. "This," Barnaby yawned, "will make the perfect bed." Barnaby circled 3 times, fluffed up the hay with his paws, and curled into a tight, cozy ball. The hay was soft and warm, and it smelled like summer. Within minutes, Barnaby was fast asleep, dreaming of giant dog biscuits and endless fields of grass. Outside, the sun began to set. Bessie the cow was returning from the dusty fields. She had been walking all day, and her stomach gave a loud, rumbling growl. She was very, very hungry, and she knew that the farmer had just filled the manger with delicious hay. Bessie walked into the barn and leaned her head toward the manger. She opened her mouth to take a big, crunchy bite of hay. Suddenly, the hay began to wiggle. Barnaby popped his head up, his fur messy and his eyes narrowed. He was not happy to be woken up. "Hey, what do you think you're doing?" Barnaby barked. He stood up on his short legs and growled at Bessie. Bessie jumped back in surprise. "I'm just trying to eat, Barnaby," she said gently. "I've been working all day and I am very hungry." Another cow named Greta walked over to see what the noise was about. "Is something wrong, Bessie?" she asked. Bessie sighed and looked at the dog. "Barnaby won't let us eat the hay. He says it's his bed now, but we are starving." Greta turned to Barnaby. "Barnaby, you are a dog. You don't even eat hay. Why won't you let us have some?" Barnaby just sat down stubbornly in the middle of the manger. "I don't care if I can't eat it," he snapped. "I'm using it to sleep, and I'm not moving." Just then, Farmer Silas walked into the barn carrying a lantern. He saw his hungry cows standing around the manger, and Barnaby growling from the middle of the hay. He shook his head and walked over to the manger. "Barnaby," he said firmly, "this is not your food, and it is not your bed." Farmer Silas gently lifted Barnaby out of the hay and set him on the floor. Bessie stepped forward and finally took a delicious, crunchy bite. Barnaby realized that by being selfish, he was hurting his friends for something he didn't even need. From then on, he found a nice rug to sleep on and let the cows eat in peace.